Alrighty, folks, we are day one. We're going to see what we can do here. The plan is, or the big goal that I would like to do is get this cab off. I know I won't be using the bumper, but I'm going to take the bumper off. Possibly stripping the box because I have somebody who actually wants to buy the motor off of me. So I might give him the whole chassis to use. Anyways, goal is going to be to get the cab off. I'll probably quickly torch, pull the box off. And I found some rims, some nice skinnies. I'm going to borrow a set of wheels, or I think I got a set of wheels that I can put onto it to get the frame that I want to use as a roller. And then we can kind of lightly just set the body down. We're not setting it on. Well, we're not mounting it, but I'd like to get the body on and get the box on. And hopefully we can see the overall, what we're going for. That's the plan. Oh man, doesn't that thing look great? Anyways, these are the wheels I'm hoping I can use. I want to run tall skinnies on it. Like really skinny. We'll see. I might have to change up my wheel plan, but for now I'm going to try these, see how it works. If not, it's not the end of the world. Can always find some more wheels. Anyways, first plan of attack here is going to be, I'm not worried about the wiring. Although if any of the gauges are mechanical, I'd like to not mess them up. But the chances are the water temp is going to be electric. That is awesome. So that means, oh, that's great. So I'm going to steal that sender. And then the oil will be mechanical. Oh man, we can totally reuse this stuff on the LS. Okay, so I'm stealing the sender. We'll disconnect that nicely. The column, unfortunately, is just going to have to get cut. Well, not unfortunate, but I'm cutting it because I would love to adapt and keep the original column if possible. Oh, maybe I can't. We talked about this. That's not going to work. Still cut it because I can use it on something. So I'm going to cut it. And we'll just undo all the body mounts. And hopefully not mess it up too bad and lift it with the hoist. It's kind of the plan. And then if I can get the other chassis, then we can get this out. And then hopefully I can get some wheels on, like some rubber on those wheels. And they'll fit onto the chassis and we can kind of roll that in and kind of lightly set this down. Whoa, that'd be nice. All right, well, let's start our hack fest, snip fest here and loosen everything up, cut her out. Alrighty, we got this thing up and at 'em. I tried taking this off, but I realized it's a part of the top, so there's no point saving it because it's built into the transmission. So whatever, it'll go with it. We know the motor's good. Like I said, somebody actually wants that. Yeah, like I say, our floors are pretty nice for a truck like this. Usually they're really rotten in our world. We got here, but I mean, hey, everything's strong enough to hold her up on the hoist, so that is good news. This thing rolls like a sack of potatoes, so we'll have to get the tractor in here and pull this sucker out. I decided to snip all the wiring because I am just going to put a new harness in because, like I said before, I don't think I can or I'm going to run that steering column because it's got no column shift for the transmission. I would if it was a manual, but it's not, so... Anywho, we are gonna basically after supper, I'm gonna go grab the tractor. We're gonna pull all this out. I'm gonna run over to my buddy's place, see if he's got those wheels, and then the rubber. I'm gonna stick it on those wheels, and then we will mount it onto that frame outside. And then this out, that'll roll in. Actually, we'll probably first put the box on there. And then we'll come back and we'll roll this whole works underneath and see what we got to work with here. How much work everything's going to be. I don't think it'll be too bad, but that's to be said yet. Because we got to do mounts. We'll see how it sits on the chassis. I know we got to pull the other mounts off. We'll keep this frame around because in case I can use some of this, that would be awesome, but I doubt it. But if the body comes off, I like the way this is because as much as I don't wanna, I think we could take the fenders off. I don't know. Part of me is lazy, but we got to address a lot of that. We got to fix that stuff. This is just fender stuff. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. I think this stupid brace in there is what rots. If we kind of left it open, it wouldn't be so bad. I don't know. We'll see what's out there for stuff. What we got. I mean, it's going to be winter driven, so it's probably going to get just as murdered. So we got to plan that this doesn't sit and soak as much junk as it is right now. Dirt and salt get into everything. So we have to find ways that either we oil it or I don't know. But if it sits in there, it kind of doesn't matter what we do. It's going to do this again. So let's see if we can figure a way to avoid that. Would be ideal. All right, well, we got our tires all mounted. We're gonna go fire up the tractor, move this out, lift the frame up, and quickly smash all these tires on. I spent the good part of the first part here trying to figure out why my bead blaster wasn't working, and it turns out it's like permanently broken. So we got no, I shouldn't say a bead blaster. Well, yeah, for these nozzles normally blow air in to try to pop the tire onto the rim, but I guess my the piece that it screws into, well, there you go. You can see it broke. It no work no more. I doubt gluing that's gonna work, so I capped it off. I guess now we're stuck going with the manual way, which actually works pretty good. So this will have to be a new permanent fixture beside the tire machine now. She's getting a little tired, but still does the job. Anyways, I'm gonna go outside now, and well, I'll put this back together quick, and then we'll pull that frame out and start farting around, throwing some tires on it. we are just about lined up. I was going to put the box on and Well, I don't have my other forks, so I'm just they're under my Jeep. There's a lot of rigmarole. So I'm gonna place the cab first. Then we can kind of roll this works back, and then we'll drop the box on after I feel like it. But instantly I can tell this. I think we can make the fuel tank work. Oh no, there's no way we can make that work. So whatever. This isn't working for now. We'll figure something out. I'm gonna drop this. Good thing I didn't buy a tank, because clearly this wasn't gonna work, because it's gonna be like right where my step is supposed to be. So yeah. So then this is not necessary. We'll go inside here, find all the screws or the bolts or whatever, and we'll just drop this tank, and then we can kind of just lower the body and just see what it looks like. I'm digging the skinny tires, that's for sure. I definitely like them. I think it's gonna, they'll look the part. These are not my tires, but I think I can get a set like that. Would be pretty killer. Okay, let's just get that off, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do after this yet. Well, we're gonna lower the cab down. We're gonna do that for sure. We'll just see how close things are. I'm gonna pull this shifter off too, because I don't know where that's got to go. So, and I don't want to poke through things. Well, I'm definitely not sure what's going on there. The donor had a regular cab with an 8-foot bed. They definitely have different wheelbases, that's for sure. I mean, this cab's got to scoot back, you know, another inch or two, but I definitely gonna need a lot more than that back here. Hokey Dinah, look at that thing, eh? I mean, it's kind of got the look. It's definitely a lot higher than I wanted, but I kind of dig it too. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Back here, wow, there's multiple ways a guy can tackle this. Like the frame is straight, so a fella can just cut the frame and up it goes. But back here, like, the hitch is in the right place and stuff. So why would a fella screw with that? That's awesome. That is crazy. So I think what I'm gonna do, or the plan will be, is to, well, first we'll get the cab situated. So you see how I have this thing up? Well, you can't tell, but it's up on 2x4 blocks. So I guess I'm going to try to lower it as much as I can do, which is probably 2 inches is probably about all I can do, really, because the cab is just sitting on those blocks. So I can bring it down, but I don't want it to like steel on steel kind of thing. But we do got to shuffle this back. Like, this wheel looks centered, but I think it'll look nicer like another inch or so back, just a little bit forward, because, you know, the way the shackle would work, technically the wheel would go back, not that this would move very much, but you can see what I mean. It looks perfectly square, but I think it's got to go about an inch back, and I think that would help. That doesn't help our situation back there. Hey buddy, does that help our situation back there? Not really. So I think what I'm gonna do is get the cab like just sitting where it's supposed to be. Maybe we'll make the mounts right away, I don't know, but these are just riveted on, so like there's a whole lot of screwing around. But I think it's the better plan is just to move the shackle, the springs and the shackle forward to get her where I want, because everything else is good and I don't want to like add to the frame and do anything. So a lot of folks probably won't like that idea or think that's not gonna work right, but meh, I don't know. We'll do it. It should work. Don't know why I have a runny nose. Anywho, that's kind of the plan. There's plenty of room to get this to go about there. It'll never hit into that arch, so I'm not too worried. We'll relocate our shocks. We'll do all that stuff. Right, buddy? Is that the plan? We'll get rid of all that stuff and square it up. But yeah, look at that. Hey, Pablo, you're gonna have a hard time getting in that one. Hey, look at this stuff. That is a heck of a step for you. Hey, look at that. That's a big step. Like I say, I think next step's going to be, I'm going to move this cab, get it sitting where it's supposed to be. Actually, I'll show you this stuff. It's really not that bad, I guess. Oh, hold on. I need 2 hands for this. Alrighty, so this is where the original mount is. So all we got to do is make a little outrigger. I'd like to get this a little bit lower, but a little outrigger, a mud flap dealio, you know, same on this side. We're not squared up yet, so that's not gonna work. Now, look at this area. Holy Dinah, hey, that's pretty close. I mean, I guess a guy could do something hoagie, but we'll cut that one off. I guess I could use the original mount and then do a body block, but I'll build something because it's just got to go to this tab right here, so that is not a big deal. I like it. And then when it comes to the rear, see how that thing's just sitting? You can see the 2x4 up there, but you can see where the original mount was. Like that one, I probably could reuse the one off the original frame. Like that's kind of the crazy part there. Like if you look at the original frame, look at that. That sucker could work. This one like sort of works, but it's got to be like this much taller. So we might take it off and try to repurpose it, but I don't know. I think it's just going to be easier to get a piece of 2x something and kind of just make ourselves a new mount that's kind of scaffold a bit. We could, that's kind of hit and miss. We're probably better off just making something for the front, but yeah. I gotta grab this sending unit out of here yet. The oil was mechanical, so that's just no big deal. But there's really not a whole lot else I can grab off of here. This thing just kind of is what it is here. Well, I guess for the next round, I think we got a good game plan going on. Yeah, we'll just kind of focus on getting the cab sitting where it's supposed to and make some mounts, I guess. And then we'll worry about this kerfluffle back here after. Should be pretty cool though. Kind of dig it. Anyways, I think for this one, that's where we're going to leave it. I want to thank you folks for watching. And we'll catch you on the next one for more 55 Chevy stuff.